Ariannamarie, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. Trying to stay cool. It's hot down here in South Carolina.
Oh, lucky you. It's cold over
is
here. Lucky
it
you.
really? Oh
Yeah, I
wow.
mean, it's on and off. Yesterday it was 76. Today is like 51 degrees, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
what's up.
it's cool.
Okay. Well, it's a pleasure to finally be talking to you today.
Yes,
It's
thank you.
definitely
It's
a
a
pleasure.
pleasure.
That's what's up. So, tell me a little bit about New York. How was it growing up in New York, and that's where you're from, right? So, yeah,
hmm
how was it growing up in New York and everything? How was your upbringing there? I like that stuff.
Um, I mean, to be honest, New York. So, what do you mean by growing up in New York? Like, what was like how was like what city was I
Yeah,
raised in?
yeah. What
So,
what city was you raised in, and like how was it for you? You know.
okay, so I'm from New Rochelle, New York. New Rochelle is about like
Okay.
it's not considered a city, but it's like 10 minutes next to the Bronx.
Okay.
Um, if you know the Bronx, I don't know if you know about the Bronx, but yeah, it's 10 minutes
Heard.
away from the Bronx. Yeah. Um, I grew up in New Rochelle. I was raised in New Rochelle. Um, and yeah, I mean, yeah, that's really it.
Okay. Okay. That's what's up. So,
Mhm.
what first got you into like music? I know your brother was a music artist, and like did what like watching him navigate through the music industry, did that inspire you to get involved with music?
Yes, actually, it inspired me a lot. So I used to go. My brother's actually 10 years older than me. I used to go with
Okay.
him to the. I used to go with him to the studio when I was younger. So that was like he was in his 20s. I was like in my teens. I would just go with him to the studio. He'd be like, "Oh, you come with me to the studio? Um, I need a verse." And sometimes he would let me like record, and sometimes I'd be saying my little verses here and there. I'd be very, very
Right.
shy. I wasn't as confident as I am today. But
Right.
it definitely taught me how to maneuver in the studio, and I was more prepared than I would say than others these days that
Right.
don't
Right.
have that guidance. So yeah, my brother taught me all the ins and outs about like being in the studio, um, when it comes to when it comes to the business side of music.
Yeah.
He always taught me to have like if I'm gonna have a manager, like make sure your manager is not foul or anything. I have the best manager out right now.
That's what's
I have
yeah.
the
That's
best
what's
manager
up.
out right now. You
What's
know?
up, Captain?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So he told me he just always trying to make sure like I'm good. I'm his little sister, so you know.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
good. That's good, and I mean that's what's needed. So that's real good.
Mhm.
When did you realize you had that gift? You know what I'm saying? Was there a particular moment when you was like, you know what, I can sing, and you know what, I'm going to be successful. This is something I want to do. Like, when did you discover that?
No, yeah, I definitely actually have a perfect moment for that. So I mean,
Yeah.
I always knew I loved to sing. I would sing around the house and stuff like that. But I would say the moment I knew I wanted to become a music artist, like professionally, take it seriously,
Mhm.
I was a freshman in college and I had this friend named Carell and he did music. He heard me sing and he heard like some song I had wrote. It was
Yeah.
terrible. It was terrible.
Right.
but um he he wanted me to do a song with him, so we went to the studio and then there was this artist showcase at our college
Yeah.
uh that was coming about. So I believe that was like my first performance performing my own song.
Mhm.
And when I when I was about to get on stage, I was really, really nervous. I felt like I was gonna like pass out.
Right. Right. Right.
No, but when I got on stage and I did it, and then I finally got like I felt like I was finally like self actualized. I felt like it actually meant a lot to me, and I cried after. I'm a little crybaby. I'm a
Yeah.
little, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, that's when I actually felt like I was gonna take it seriously. That's when I felt like, oh, this is for me.
Right. Right. Right.
Hmm
That's what's up. So, you know, I'm a little older, so I grew up, you know, the 90s is my era, you know what I'm saying? So that's,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest with you, that's what kind of drew me to your music, whatever, and stuff like that, because you kind of got a 90s vibe with, you know, with that new school vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Have you been influenced by anybody from that era, like growing up, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. You're not the first person that has said that to me, as well. But growing up, I would listen to not even just the 90s, but like Etta James.
Yeah,
Um, I like Monica a lot.
yeah.
Um, like Monica and Brit. You need to give it up.
Yeah,
Like that
yeah,
is
right,
me. I
right,
love
right.
that. And then like
Okay.
who else? Like Usher. Usher is like big in my family. Like we love Usher. Um, and just many like different groups such as like SWV, um,
Oh, dope. Yeah, definitely.
702, all those different artists. Those are the artists I grew up on. Obviously, there's more, but like
Right, right, right.
just thinking about like off the top of my head, those are some of the artists that influenced me. And even like further back, like I said, Etta James, so like Michael Jackson, Nina Simone.
Right.
Those are great artists that was heavily influenced in my early days that helped shape my voice. So yeah.
Okay. And
Hmm.
how would you describe your music? Like, what would how would you describe your music?
My music, okay, I would say like okay, I love R&B music, and I know I can't say that my music is like full blown R&B. I mean the
Mhm.
sounds that I like, I love R&B, but it's like I'm kind of in this in between stage where I'm like singing a lot, and then I'm kind of like singing rappy. I'm not a rapper at all, but it's
Yeah.
like I bounce with my words and I sing it at the same time. So like I'm in
Right.
that stage of that, which is why like I'm in a new age and I have like a mixture with my old voice, the old
Mhm.
like the soulful voice type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I can
Hmm.
see that. And
Yeah.
you know, I also respect the fact that you know you write your music and you show a lot of vulnerability through your music and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
you know some of my personal favorites from your catalog is "I Can't Go Like That." I love
Oh.
OG Player, and you know those are all good tracks. But you know my favorite track, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why keep on making late night choices? You know that. Listen, that's my song right there. I
Thank
love
you.
that song. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Yeah.
and you know it doesn't sound like anything right now like that song. And then it has that '90s vibe, which I was talking about earlier. That's what it has. It has that '90s vibe. So
Hmm.
that's why I love that song so much too.
Late
Um,
night choices. I
but
don't even really feel like late night choices gives me like a '90s feel. Like I don't know. I never
yeah,
got '90s feel. Maybe it's the way I'm singing it, but I don't know.
I don't know. It just I love it. Like I don't know. I just love that
Thank
song.
you.
And everybody like I played that song for, it was like, who is that girl? Like we like we love that song. Like everybody loves that song too. Like
Really?
that's just one of my favorites. You know.
Oh, that makes me feel good. Thank you.
So what's your inspiration behind songs like that, and is it behind like is it personal experiences and stuff like that? Like how do you get into that? You know.
Well, for late night, you're talking about specifically late night choices?
Well, no, this in general.
Oh,
We're
okay.
gonna
Well,
get to that.
nah, we're good. It's cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Late night, not late night choices. For all my songs, so okay. So in my past, when I started writing songs, there would always be like typically for like a person or the
yeah,
situation I'm going through. But now that I've been doing it for some time, and learned how to I've learned how to basically write music based off of just other people's situations or just making up a
yeah.
story. It doesn't necessarily have to be about my own struggles or my
Right, right,
own
right.
experiences. So I just make stories. I like writing. I always liked writing. So I guess in that
That's good.
sense it like helped I helped it helped build my skill. So yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So when you know what I'm saying, what's your creative process like? Do you like collaborate with others when you're doing your music? Like basically like when you're writing, or you know, do you like just be alone when you're doing your music thing? Like,
Okay, so when I'm about to write a song, I feel like I have to be alone. But
hmm
I could also, excuse me, I can also write a song with people in the room too. So like I have a whole bunch of I have these friends that I grew up with. We all played a part in like doing something with like music wise, like producer, promoter.
yeah,
And they went by like Sav City. Those are like all my brothers. Like those are my brothers. Like, and
right,
sometimes
right,
like we'd sit in like one of their rooms and they put on a beat and then we just be writing and stuff like that. But if I'm like by myself, like right now, like I have my like mic right here. I
okay,
have
yeah,
my mic
all
right
right,
here. And like when I'm about to record, I just play a beat and I just like I hum into the mic and like and if I feel
right,
like
right,
I can get an idea out, I'll just like say a bunch of random words in the mic, and if it's matching with the beat, then I'll fill it in with some words. So that's like my creative process when it comes to writing songs.
okay,
Mhm.
that's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Mhm.
And so I read that you grew up in the church, and I can definitely hear that in your voice, of course.
Mhm.
Does your family support you singing R&B music, or would you like do they rather have you sing gospel, or or do they support either way? Because I know, like for instance, SWV, Coco from SWV, I knew her mom was like, hey, she wanted her to sing gospel music. So
Right.
is that a
Um, to be honest, I have a very supportive family. My mom and dad are both supportive, especially my dad. Just because like my dad is more like on social media and stuff. He knows about the
right?
this upcoming generation. My mom is more so old school. Um, I wouldn't say they never had a problem with it, but my mom, she always said, "Oh, leave curses out. Don't try to curse too
Right. Right, right,
don't
right.
try to curse too much." And like she even doing like not often, but oh, have you ever thought about doing singing gospel songs and this and that? Like I'm not opposed to it. Like I'll make a song
Yeah.
and about God and stuff like that. Like he's why I'm here today.
Yeah,
Um,
I know that's right.
you
All
know,
day.
yeah, he's why I'm here today. Um, but yeah, I would say for me and what I'm more passionate about, R&B or whatever this new sound is I got going on, that's definitely like my lane, and
hmm
I would like to stick to it because I feel like it can push me further.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And what's your favorite part about performing live?
Performing live, actually, um,
Now.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
So when it comes to writing music, being in the studio, those are my strong suits.
Okay.
Performing, I'm good at performing, but I'm still working on it as well because
Okay.
I I grew up very timid and shy, very timid and
Okay.
shy. But not to
I can relate
that's
to
not to
that.
yeah. So that's not to say that I can't perform because I've performed multiple times. But I still like when I perform, I want to be able to do more like incorporate dance moves and like just do some crazy stuff on stage. But in regards to
Okay,
like
so
getting up
you're
on
a dancer too. Oh,
yeah.
okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, so in regards to just like getting up on stage and performing and singing, moving around, I can definitely do that. But I just want to be able to like incorporate more so I can get the audience engaged, you know?
Okay. I got you. I got you on that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was gonna be like, well, well, when you perform, or whenever you do perform, what exactly is your favorite song to perform?
So everybody loves late night choices. That's what everybody loves that song. Everyone
See, I can
always
see
sings it.
that.
And my best friend comes to every show. She comes to every show and she's
Yeah,
always screaming it out. But yeah, I mean, I would say late night choices is definitely the number one. I always perform it. Every other song I have many songs, but sometimes
yeah,
I pick and choose. But I always incorporate late night choices in it because it's like a fan favorite.
yeah. Well, when you perform that song next time in New York, I'm coming to see you perform that song because that's my joint right
I have a
there.
show May 27th. I have a show May
Really?
27th. Yes, in New York
Okay.
City.
All right. Well, hey, I'm definitely going to try to check you out for sure.
That'd
That's
be
my joint
great.
right there. Yep. So while you're still trying to figure things out, like, what advice would you give anybody and any artist coming into the game and stuff like that?
Uh, what advice? Well, the best advice that I could suggest to someone coming into the game right now is to be consistent because
Mhm.
consistency will make you prosper in anything, not just even like music, but like anything, as long as you're consistent. I have two people that has helped me. I have multiple people that has helped me grow within music, but within the past like 2 years is um Fernando, my manager, and
Mhm.
I had a mentor that I met over the pandemic. Her name is Khadijah. Um
Okay.
and they both had helped me like business wise and creative wise and trying to stay consistent and pursuing my career. So I definitely say consistency is very, very important because if you're not consistent, no one's gonna see your work. Um, no one's gonna see the talent. There was a period
Right.
actually. For example, there was a period where I was scared to post covers of me singing. So I never made covers
Right.
at all because like I just be in my head like, oh, this is not good enough. No one's gonna like it. But I just started putting
Right.
them out anyways because the more you put it out, people's gonna see you working. People's gonna like, oh, your growth, you're growing, you're growing, you're growing. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Exactly.
and like as long as you know that you're growing and you're putting in the work and you staying consistent with it, then it's bound to happen. No one can like
Yeah.
fight that force. It's your dream is gonna be bound to happen with consistency.
I definitely agree with that, especially when you're passionate about something.
Hmm.
You just got to keep doing you and doing what's your purpose and what you're supposed to be doing. So I agree with that 100%. So
Right.
I'm with you.
No, yeah. It's,
Um.
it's it's definitely important to stay consistent. Also, I got one more thing to say if you don't mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so like also not just consistency, but like for okay, so this this point is specifically for artists, but like my mentor was just telling me I gotta post constantly. So she was just telling me
mhm.
about this artist that got signed just by posting so many videos of her singing from TikTok. CMG signed her from TikTok. So it was
Oh
some
yeah.
artists. Oh, you seen it? You seen it? You know what I'm
I
saying?
know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, she got
Uh
signed
huh.
from TikTok. So
Now I
I mean,
didn't know that. I didn't know that.
yeah, she got signed. Yeah. So she was telling me, she's like, this could be you. You need to stay. She's like, just stay consistent with posting, create a schedule. So that's important too. That's something I'm still working on myself. Like, I definitely been working on that, and you know, I I'm getting better at that. But because everyone has those days where they don't want to post, but you just
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
teach yourself discipline and stuff. So,
I can
mm-hmm,
understand that. I can
mm-hmm.
understand that. What's something? So I'll say this: if you weren't doing music, what would you see yourself doing?
If I wasn't doing music, what would I see myself doing?
Hmm.
Honestly, I don't even know because I'm so passionate about music. But
Right.
honestly, if I didn't see myself doing music, I'd probably be in the real estate business.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, not even. I don't know. Like, I mean, everyone likes making money, but like, it
Yeah.
would probably still be in the creative area because I'm
Right.
not like I don't just make music. I can record myself. I be taking photos and stuff like that. I'd probably be a graphic designer because like I like
Okay.
making cover art. Like I actually like out of music I like working behind the scenes too. So like editing videos, editing photos, creating cover art and stuff like that. That's stuff that's like always been interesting to me and like playing around with stuff on the software, like stuff like that's always been interesting to me. But besides music, I'd probably be in like real estate, like the Airbnb business and stuff like that.
That's not bad at all. That's what's up.
Mhm.
What's
Yeah.
something people don't know about you that they'd be surprised to know?
um, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. That they don't that they would be surprised to know.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't
Uh,
know. I mean, okay, I mean Fernando knows this and probably a few other people
yeah.
know this, but I don't know if anyone will be surprised. But do you know the group Sporty Thieves?
Yes. Yes. They had
Sporty
the
Thieves?
no pigeons, right?
Yeah.
That was yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. I remember that.
Um, Marlon was the one, and he was one of them in the group. He's my cousin that passed away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Okay. So,
I mean, that's
yeah.
not like a surprising fact, but I mean, it's just a fact. But surprising, I don't really know right now. That would have to like come to my head, but it's not there right now.
Right. Okay.
Mhm,
That's cool.
mhm,
Um, so I want to ask you a question about reality TV, right?
mhm.
So we've seen many singers dabble in the reality TV. You know, you got K Michelle, you got Tiny, Candy from Escape. They have all been a part of the reality TV stuff. I feel like you have an interesting story and a real cool personality. Do you think you
Oh,
would
thank
ever
you.
venture out into doing that?
Reality TV. I mean, I feel like reality TV is not really so reality.
Right, right.
But I mean, reality TV, not too sure about it because I feel like it can get a little catty. But in regards to
Yeah.
like probably like taking up a role in a TV show like that I know is not real. Probably something like that. Reality TV, I'm not one for the drama. I don't like drama at all. Like
Right, right,
it's not my style, so I probably would pass on it.
right, right.
I'd probably pass on it unless it would be like a scene where it has nothing that involves drama or stuff like that, then I wouldn't mind.
So you probably would want to go the documentary route where you can kind of orchestrate
Yeah,
about
yeah,
your life without the drama and the toxic
yes,
swinging,
yes.
throwing drinks and fighting.
Like what do you call it? Kanye West's documentary that just came out.
Yeah. Okay.
Genius,
That
something
was
like
real
that.
good
I
too.
do. Yeah, it was really
Yeah.
good. It inspired me a lot, actually.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what's up. Um. So, who were some of the influences that you looked up to? I mean, I know. I think I read somewhere you're a fan of Kalani and um a couple of other people. Like, but who was like? Because I know we talked about from the generation back, the '90s
Mm.
generation, but like new era.
Okay. Yeah, Kalani is definitely one person like in this generation that inspired me a lot. I've been listening to her since she first came out, since she was on was it X Factor? It was a singing show, but she's
Right.
always been like one of my inspirations. Alicia Keys, love Alicia Keys. I tried to learn how to play the piano because of her.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, but it didn't work out. So it didn't work out.
Right.
But I love her. You know, everybody loves Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys is one. Um, who else? Party Next Door. Party Next Door. That's my favorite artist. I
Yeah.
dream to have a feature with him one day. Um, yeah, in regards to Party Next Door, his like sound is like very very different from most artists, and I think that's what attracts me to his music. It's
Hmm.
like very, how should I explain it? Very futuristic, very
Right.
futuristic, and melodic. So stuff like
Okay.
that, stuff of that nature, and it's like it's sonically pleasing. So
Right.
those would be my artists I would work with, and that influences me today.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, out of all of those artists you named, which one, if you had to pick, which one would you collaborate? You can't pick. You gotta just pick one.
I'm picking Party Next Door.
Party next door.
Yeah, I'm picking
Okay.
Party Next Door.
All right. So what can we expect that you're working on right now? a new album, or like what are you working on right now that we can expect to see from you?
So, I've been working on some singles and stuff like that. I want to be able to provide an EP um
Hmm.
sooner than later. I have a bunch of music in the stash, but right now I want to be able to put out a few more singles before I release a body of work, just so I can have people get to know me more, and so they can look forward to hearing a body of work from me. Not just putting something out and then they just skip past it, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
Mm.
sense.
Mhm.
Who's your okay, out of New York, who would be who's your favorite artist in New
Favorite.
York right now?
I don't know if I have a favorite artist from New York, to be
Yeah,
honest.
no, yeah,
I mean, in regards to like rap, like
rap. Yeah, let's go with rap. Rap.
um, cause who's out of New York right now? It could be an underground artist as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Myself. Let me stop. Nah, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so beside myself, I'd say years like 2015 to 2020, 2016 to 2020, A Boogie definitely had a big influence in New York. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Yeah,
he was being played everywhere. Like especially like the
right.
Bronx. He's from the Bronx. So A Boogie was definitely he's not my he's a great artist. He's not my favorite just because like I'm not a rapper and stuff like that.
Right.
But he has some tracks like that that brings me back to a nostalgic mode when like if I'm somewhere that reminds me of like that year, oh I think about A Boogie songs. So yeah,
Right.
he's a person that I would say he's my favorite in New York. I guess you could say like he would be my favorite in New York.
Right.
Mhm.
Would you ever, tap into the rapping? And you do have that unique voice, so I can actually
Mhm.
hear it. Like if you was to tap into that, would you ever try that out?
You know my brother actually suggested I should try it out. I'm open to anything that's gonna make my career successful. So I would try it out. I know I'm not gonna be no type of like no like Lil Kim type of person.
Right.
You know, I'm more like I can love you. Like I'm
Right.
more like that.
Okay.
Like I'm more in that lane. But like I'll try it. You know it doesn't hurt to
Yeah,
try. So yeah.
that's what's up.
Mhm.
Um, and my last question: what is your accomplishment? Do you see yourself achieving in the next 5 to 10 years?
Mhm.
Where does our Ariannamarie see herself?
Well, in the next 5 to 10 years, I see myself getting a distribution deal.
Hmm.
Um, I see myself getting a distribution deal. I see myself getting a collab with Party Next Door because he's probably gonna see all these interviews and see that I
I know
really
that's
wanna.
right. Speaking into existence. Speaking into
Yes,
existence.
yes. I already know he's gonna see all these interviews, and I'd say I work really really hard. So like winning a Grammy, I know it took Jasmine Sullivan a long time to win a Grammy, and that's very, very sad because she should have been won one. She's a great artist.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Like I
She's
should have put her in my favorites too because she definitely inspired me.
dope.
Um,
She's so dope.
but winning a award of some sort, so like a BET award, getting my music on BET Jams, MTV. So I see myself having a strong core fan base within the next 5 years. A strong fan
Yeah.
base. Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's all I have right now within the next 5 to 10 years for now. I know I gotta brainstorm more, but you know.
Well, I see a lot happening for you. I mean, like I said, you have your own little style,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that you're going to go a long way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I
thank
see it
you.
for you. I really do.
Thank
You're
you.
very talented. Probably after I get off the slide with you, I'm going to listen to some more of you. I'm about to blast some late night choices and all that good stuff. So
As you should.
yeah, I'm telling you. And yeah, I see a great career ahead of you, and I like what you're doing out here, and I want you to keep going forward and keep doing your thing.
Thank you so
You
much.
know,
I appreciate that.
and it was definitely a pleasure to finally chop it up with you. So this won't be the last, and I'm
Yes,
gonna be
hopefully I
on
can
to the
get to
top.
meet you in hopefully I can get to meet you in person. Um like you said, my show and stuff like that. But we can talk about that on the side.
Oh yeah, listen,
Mm.
I'm coming to New York. I'm coming. I'm coming.
No
So
problem.
we're gonna definitely do that. But definitely, it was a pleasure talking to you, Ariana. So thank you for
Thank
jumping
you.
on the fly with me today.
No problem. Thank you. I enjoyed. Bye.
All right. Bye bye.